Hey guys, so today I have a book haul for you all and I'm so excited to share these books with you. I can't believe I found them and I got them for like $6 and there's like 13 in this haul, so let's get started. Here we go, here we go. Alright, so book number 1 is The Rosie Project by Graham Simpson. Whoops. I have heard a lot about this on BookTube a couple of years ago, and I believe it was about a man who is really into science, and basically he's trying to find the perfect girlfriend, and of course there's no such thing, and so then he stumbles across a woman who is the complete opposite of him, and then of course luck would have it that they're meant to be together. I'm paraphrasing, but I think that's what it's about. Move on to number 2, and this is Fire by Kristen Cashaw. And I believe this is the second in the Graceling trilogy, but I believe that I don't have to read them in order. I don't have to read them in order because they stand on their own. So I love series like that. So this is why I picked it up, because I knew that I didn't have to read the first one. I've always really wanted to read something from this author, and so here it is. Time has brought us together. It's happening. Alright, let's move on. Then I have The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared by Jonas Jonasson. I mean, respect. Good, cool name. Cool name, man. Cool name. Alright, well, basically I don't really know what this is about exactly, and I kind of want to keep it that way. All I know is that there is a man and he steps out a window and disappears. So I'm excited to find out what that's all about. And it says it's an international best-selling sensation. So if a book says it, it's got to be true, right? Okay. So yeah, that's that. And then I have The Book of Secrets, and I was just hella intrigued. And this is by Tom Harper. I'm just so intrigued with this novel. You know, it involves a mystery, art, the FBI, you know, what's not to like, so I had to pick it up. Oh, and then there's also this talk of this mysterious medieval playing card, and I mean, I love tarot cards, so I mean, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting, so really excited for this. We have The Labyrinth by Kate Moss? I don't know. So yeah, I was just drawn to this cover because it's got symbols on it, and I love when symbols are on books, and it's also gold, so, you know, double trouble there. I was definitely gonna pick up this novel. I mean, it is a hunk of a book, but I was just kind of captured by this kind of thing. It says 3 secrets, 2 women, 1 grail. So I'm intrigued. Then we have Jane Green's The Beach House, and I was just drawn to the cover because it's blue and metallic and shiny, so it was a no-brainer. I had to pick it up. But this follows an elderly woman who's very eccentric, and she has just lost her husband, and so I like that emotional depth that this book has. But you know, following the death of her husband, this woman, she invites, you know, strangers into her house, the beach house, hence the title. And these strangers are just kind of an eclectic cast, like ensemble of people with their own troubles, and I just really wanted to read about them. You know, there's a divorcee, a person who's quite troubled, and you know, a mother with a rebellious daughter, so I just kind of wanted to read about those types of people, and yeah, and it's all about the strength of family, friendship, and self-discovery, so I thought it would be a really fun read to read. Okay, moving on. Alright, so next I have The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger. It's probably not how you pronounce it, but I suck at pronouncing things. I'm good at spelling, but I suck at pronouncing. I've just heard that this is a book to read. It's like a must read. You know, I really liked the movie, but so many people just love this book, and I kind of want to know why. So there's that. Then we have 1 Minute Stories by Istvan or Kenny? Huh, that wasn't as bad as I was expecting. Cool name. So I was just drawn to this because I flicked through it and it had, just kind of short stories, and I'm kind of drawn to short stories now because I don't want to be bogged down by a big book. But yeah, I really like the name of these stories. Like there was one called The Act of Kindness, Harem, which is kind of seductive. Harem, okay. The Death of the Actor. So I was just really intrigued, and I think I'm going to fly through this one. Then I have Anne of Green Gables, and I just loved this book. I thought it was so beautiful, very vintage, and this is by L.M. Montgomery. And I feel like I'm the only person on the planet who actually hasn't read Anne of Green Gables when I was a child. I just didn't grow up with it. And I just thought it would be awesome to collect this and read to potential future kids or, niece or nephew, whatever. But yeah, so it's just awesome to collect for my collection. And I have Saving Francesco by Melina Marchetta, and she is, I believe, an Australian author. I loved her Looking for Ali Brandy book. It was stunning. It was set in Sydney, and I rarely read books set in Sydney, let alone reading authors who are from Australia. So I just had to pick up this book, and I've always been meaning to read this book. And it's got the Children's Book Council of Australia, so it comes highly recommended. So I'm excited. We have this weird one that I just threw onto the pile. So this is the second last. So it's called Breathing Underwater by Alan Atwood. And it just says here, a story of bicycles, Beethoven, and television. So it was just like quirky. And I just wanted to know what it was about. And I flicked through it. It's, very large print. So I thought that I could, really just fly through it. Which is what I'm looking for. And it also has, I believe, a lot of magical realism in this book because it has a boy who can breathe underwater. And I'm always looking for more magical realism books. So I picked up this one. And the last book I have here is Dark Alchemy, and this is just kind of a bind-up of a lot of different stories by a lot of different authors, such as, Garth Nix and Neil Gaiman. So I just saw it and I knew that I had to have it. Because I love just kind of a lot of short stories in one book, because you can find, authors that you haven't read before, and you can find, authors that you want to pick up in the future. So yeah, very interested in getting into this. So there we go. Alright, there we have it. That is the end of this book haul. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And let me know down below in the comment section a book that you have picked up recently and you can't wait to just get started into it. Alright, so I will see you guys in another video. Bye!